What happened to Miss Angel Reese? She's all in Indiana during All-Star, and her Reebok campaign come to your trap.
We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it blocked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me let me get real serious.
What happens when a multi-million-dollar bet goes catastrophically wrong? When corporate executives wake up to discover their golden ticket has turned into fool's gold? Right now, in boardrooms across Boston, Reebok executives are frantically searching for damage control strategies as their marquee signing becomes the laughingstock of professional basketball. The Angel Reese endorsement deal, once hailed as a masterstroke that would resurrect Reebok's basketball credibility, has transformed into a corporate nightmare so spectacular that industry insiders are calling it the worst athlete partnership since, well, maybe ever. Picture this: you're sitting courtside at a WNBA game, watching what should be routine professional basketball.
The Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonia Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot, stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonia. That was a show. She put on a flat-out show versus Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Boy, 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 did they ruin Angel Reese's home.
When suddenly the commentators, those polished voices trained to make every play sound legendary, start laughing. Not the good-natured chuckle when a player makes an incredible shot, but the kind of uncomfortable laughter that escapes when you witness something so unbelievable that your brain can't process it seriously. That's exactly what happened during Angel Reese's recent performances, and those moments of broadcaster bewilderment have become the soundtrack to Reebok's growing panic. The All-Star break was supposed to be Angel Reese's moment to shine, her opportunity to showcase why Reebok bet everything on her star power. Instead, it became a masterclass.
The Chicago Bravado once again got their ass kicked. Angel Reese was so bad last night, the announcers calling the game, they were laughing at her performance. Check out some highlights for yourself. Well, KC, you always do this. You select a couple of bad plays and try to convince us that Angel Reese isn't a superstar.
And how to turn positive attention into a public relations disaster. While other players used the spotlight to demonstrate their skills and connect with fans, Reese's appearances became viral content for all the wrong reasons. The very commentators who were paid to find something positive to say about every player's performance found themselves struggling to maintain their professional composure as missed shot after missed shot accumulated into an almost surreal display of athletic inconsistency. This isn't just another athlete having a rough patch, this is the complete unraveling of—
This was an epic embarrassment, bro. Remember, this is a pro basketball player. Won a national championship. Their calling card they'd like to hang over is she beat Caitlin Clark. Remember that. Watch this.
Also with the miss, Angel Reese picks it up. Well, she's good at it. Getting another offensive rebound. She says, give me that. How about another? Persistence trying to pay off. Jones gets a piece. Angel Reese won't give up. Jones with another block.
Are you serious?
What was supposed to be Reebok's grand resurrection story. When Shaquille O'Neal threw his considerable influence behind the decision to make Angel Reese the centerpiece of Reebok's basketball revival, it seemed like genius-level brand building. Here was a player with undeniable charisma, social media savvy, and the kind of bold personality that could cut through the noise of modern sports marketing. The plan was bulletproof: harness that energy, channel it into basketball excellence, and ride the wave of cultural momentum straight to sneaker sales supremacy. But there was one tiny problem.
454! Let's get it! Burn! Lack of awareness combined with a lack of ability to jump. Not great! Burn!
Me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow.
Yeah! Again! Do it for me. Rebound! Bang!
With this master plan, it required Angel Reese to actually excel at basketball. Instead, what unfolded was a statistical nightmare that would make even the most optimistic marketing executive reach for their resume. Consider this jaw-dropping reality. Angel Reese, a professional basketball player standing 6'3", is converting layups at a rate of just 31.5%. To put that in perspective, the average professional player makes layups at a 70 to 80% clip. We're talking about the most fundamental shot in basketball, the gimme, the bunny, the shot that recreational players expect to make in their sleep. Yet some
performances in June, she earned her All-Star selection. But these aren't just a couple of bad plays. These aren't bloopers. These aren't rare moments. This is the norm. The same thing happened last week when the Chicago Bravado got their ass kicked by the Minnesota Linkers. I don't have to convince you that Angel Reese has no impact on winning. Just look at her record. Look at her resume in the WNBA.
Reese has transformed these routine scoring opportunities into a nightly game of chance that would make casino owners jealous. The numbers become even more bewildering when you realize she's attempting the third most layups in the entire WNBA. It's not like she's avoiding the paint or settling for jump shots. She's aggressively attacking the basket and somehow finding ways to miss shots that physics suggests should go in. Watching her play has become less like observing professional basketball and more like witnessing some kind of performance art piece title.
Inside, and Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it locked.
We go through All-Star break, we come back, 9 turnovers. We sit out with a back injury, we come back, can't make a fundamentally sound layup. Maybe they rushed you back from injury. Tyler Marsh, did you rush her back from injury? Tyler Marsh, I'm looking at
how to turn certainty into confusion. Her overall field goal percentage sits at 44.4%, which sounds respectable until you understand that most of those attempts come from 3 feet or closer to the basket. When your shooting struggles are happening in the area where professionals are expected to be most reliable, you've entered territory that makes scouts question their eyesight and coaches reconsider their career choices. The ripple effects of these performances have created a media circus that no amount of crisis management can contain. Professional commentators.
I'm no expert in math, but it looks like Angel Reese wins 1 out of every 3 games. If I remember correctly, Angel Reese has beaten a team with a winning record once this season. So you tell me how Angel Reese impacts win.
Those masters of finding silver linings in the darkest basketball moments have been reduced to audible expressions of disbelief. During recent broadcasts, you can actually hear the moment when their trained optimism breaks down, replaced by the kind of genuine shock that comes from witnessing something that defies professional expectations. Social media, that unforgiving judge of modern athletic performance, has turned Angel Reese into a content goldmine, but not the kind that sells sneakers. Viral compilation videos of her missed shots have garnered millions of views, complete with circus music soundtracks and slow-motion replays that transform basketball lowlights into comedy sketches. These aren't isolated.
New strategy, team! Angel, keep doing your part. Everyone else, go rebound her misses! Burn! If she keeps missing layups at this rate, she's gonna be serving buttermilk pancakes at Denny's. Butter? Did somebody say butter? Butter pecan! Burn! At a certain point, you just got to applaud greatness. A rebound on her back? Are you kidding? Bang! Simon says, give me another pray-up. How about it? Bang! She really hit under the basket on a layup. Get this girl GPS. Bang! Everybody get up on your feet. It's time to meet and greet the most underpaid athlete. Bang!
Incidents or cherry-picked bad moments, they're representative of a pattern that has become her signature move. The Chicago Sky, Angel Reese's professional home, has become unwitting participants in this unfolding drama. With a record of 7 wins and 21 losses, they're providing the perfect backdrop for individual struggles to be magnified. The team has endured an 8-game losing streak that coincided with some of Reese's most memorable meltdowns, creating a feedback loop where team dysfunction amplifies individual inconsistency. But here's where the story takes an almost surreal turn. When Angel Reese sat out 5 games with a back injury, the Chicago Sky went completely winless without her. This created a bizarre paradox where the team performs poorly with their star player and somehow manages to be even worse without her. It's like having a leaky boat, you know it's sinking.
She had a good game, 22 points, 13 rebounds, but she shot terribly. She got bailed out so many times, throwing up brick layups, getting phantom foul calls from the refs. She did make 10 of 11 free throws, so that is good. 6 of 16 from the floor is not good at all. 0 of 1 from 3. She was a minus.
But at least it's keeping you from drowning immediately. Coach Tyler Marsh finds himself in a position that no amount of coaching education could have prepared him for. Imagine walking into your first head coaching job and being told that your offensive strategy needs to revolve around a player whose most viral moments involve missing wide-open shots under the basket. It's not coaching at that point, it's damage control with a basketball. Meanwhile, Reebok executives are discovering what happens when you build an entire marketing campaign on quicksand. This wasn't just a standard endorsement deal where they slapped their logo on an existing star's jersey. This was a complete brand relaunch strategy with Angel Reese positioned as the face of their basketball resurgence. Shaquille O'Neal personally endorsed the decision, lending his legendary credibility to what was supposed to be a culture-changing partnership. The 2026 signature shoe launch, originally conceived as the crowning achievement of this collaboration, now looms like a corporate sword of Damocles. Industry insiders are whispering about potential pivots, delayed releases, and emergency strategy sessions that sound more like crisis interventions than product launches. Some speculate that Reebok might try to rebrand the shoe as lifestyle wear rather than performance basketball gear, a diplomatic way of admitting that the athlete behind the product...
I actually feel bad for Angel Reese at this point, and it has nothing to do with like how she's handled herself or anything. It's just simply Caitlin Clark is so much better than Angel Reese at basketball that it doesn't feel fair.
Yeah, I think Angel Reese is struggling with the fact that Caitlin Clark is better at her best thing than she is.
Well, she's better at everything.
And
she had a triple-double. She's tied for the third most triple-doubles in WNBA history, and she's played 50 games.
Yeah.
She's just better.
CEO Todd Krinsky's public comparisons of Angel Reese to legends like Allen Iverson and Shaquille O'Neal now read like corporate comedy sketches. These weren't just casual comparisons, they were official statements positioning Reese as a potential culture-changing force in basketball. The gap between those aspirational statements and current reality has created a credibility chasm that threatens to swallow the entire campaign. The timing of Angel Reese's back injury provided an almost comedic relief from the weekly basketball chaos, giving everyone, fans, commentators, and apparently Reebok executives, a much-needed break from the constant stream of viral blooper content. The injury conveniently kept her out of a highly anticipated matchup against Caitlin Clark, sparing the public from what could have been the most lopsided display of athletic disparity in recent WNBA memory. This potential matchup highlighted one of the most painful aspects of the Reebok.
Great ideas, wants to bring in talent to grow Reebok and like have people wear it again because no one does. So one of his genius decisions was this. Fucking signing her, Angel Reese. If you don't know who she is, she's the queen of like fish out of water going after a rebound that she shot herself and can get in the net. Ever. She reminds me of a 3-year-old shooting on those little kids' nets and throwing the ball and just completely missing the mark.
Situation, the constant, unavoidable comparison to Caitlin Clark. While Reese struggles with basic basketball fundamentals, Clark is rewriting record books and drawing comparisons to generational NBA talent. The contrast isn't just uncomfortable, it's professionally devastating for someone supposedly operating at the same elite level. From a business perspective, this partnership has become a masterclass in brand misalignment. Successful endorsement deals are built on aspiration. People want to wear the shoes of players they admire, whose games they want to emulate. But you can't market basketball shoes with the tagline guaranteed to help you miss layups like Angel Reese. That's not inspiration, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Reebok's attempt to pivot the narrative toward Angel Reese's personality and social media presence reveals a fundamental misunderstanding of what drives athletic endorsement success. While personality matters in marketing, basketball shoes are ultimately sold on basketball credibility.
Tyler Marsh has this point forward thing on lock. Tyler Marsh has this Angel Reese point forward thing on lock. There we go, pushing the pace. Yeah, Angel. It's okay. It's okay. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. All right, here we go. We got an entry pass. It looks like it's going to be to Elizabeth Williams, and
When your primary selling point becomes she's entertaining on Instagram, you've already lost the battle for athletic legitimacy. The internet's permanent memory means that every viral mishap, every commentator's incredulous reaction, every missed layup compilation will forever be associated with this partnership. Future Google searches for Angel Reese signature shoe will inevitably surface years of basketball lowlights and what were they thinking analyses from sports business experts. Industry veterans are treating this situation as a cautionary tale about confusing social media buzz with marketable athletic talent. Traffic accidents trend on social media too, but nobody names highways after them. The lesson emerging from this corporate comedy of errors is brutally simple. Viral moments don't translate to viable endorsement deals unless those moments showcase excellence rather than incompetence. As Reebok executives contemplate...
There's a dude on the internet who cracks me up. On TikTok. He's put together a load of Angel Reese clips. And it'll say Angel Reese part 36. And it goes, Angel Reese going up for another layup. She misses. Bang! And I mean, dude, it's the funniest. And my whole thing is this, dude. She just seems as uncoordinated as a baby giraffe. Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Their options, delayed launches, rebranded products, or the nuclear option of quietly canceling the entire campaign, they're learning an expensive lesson about due diligence in athlete evaluation. The whispers of industry regret are growing louder, transforming from private concerns into public acknowledgments that this partnership represents a fundamental miscalculation. The most tragic aspect of this unfolding disaster isn't the financial loss or the marketing misstep, it's the missed opportunity. Reebok had the chance to identify and elevate genuine basketball talent, to find an athlete whose skills matched their ambitions. Instead, they chose flash over fundamentals, social media metrics over shooting percentages, and personality over performance. What we're witnessing isn't just a bad business deal, it's the real-time collapse of a corporate...
Like, she is so bad that when Caitlin Clark and her were supposed to face off against each other the other week, the ticket sales went down from $100 to like $5 because Caitlin Clark got injured. She had a quad injury, so she wasn't playing. So guess what? No one wanted to go watch. And if you don't know Caitlin Clark, she's pretty much the GOAT of the WNBA and is the reason why people are watching. No one watches you, Angel Reese. No one watches you. The only thing that I enjoy watching is all the clips on TikTok of you just countlessly just missing every shot that you take.
Gamble that prioritized everything except the one thing that matters most in basketball endorsements, the ability to actually play basketball at an elite level. No amount of marketing genius, celebrity endorsements, or social media strategy can overcome the fundamental problem of a basketball shoe campaign built around someone who can't consistently make basketball shots. The Angel Reese Reebok partnership will likely be studied in business schools as an example of how not to evaluate athletic endorsement opportunities. It's a reminder that in sports marketing, there are no substitutes for on-court excellence, and no amount of personality can compensate for professional inconsistency. Sometimes, the most expensive lessons are the ones that teach us the value of getting the basics right first.